Come onto your mat into an all-four position. Hands underneath the shoulders, spreading through the fingers, grounding through the palms of the hands. Knees underneath the hips, bringing the spine and the pelvis into a neutral position. Taking an inhale as you lengthen through the spine, and then an exhale as you begin to curl the back body up towards the ceiling. So as you inhale, the crown of the head moves forward, tailbone moves back, spine stays in a neutral tabletop position. And then as you exhale, the tailbone tucks under. The back of the rib cage begins to lift towards the ceiling and taking the gaze back towards the navel. Finding a steady, even rhythm to the breath. Moving with your own breath as you inhale and lengthen. Exhale and curl. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and curl. And just rounding through the back body as far as feels comfortable for you, just beginning to stretch and open through the length of the spine, particularly between the shoulder blades in the upper thoracic spine, an area that can get quite tight. And then on your next exhale, lowering the hips down towards the heels as you stretch the arms fully along the length of the mat as you come down into child's pose. I'm just taking a few deep breaths here. Feeling the expansion through the back body, breathing into the back of the rib cage. And feeling the hips become heavy as they release down towards the heels, stretching out through the lower back. I'm just taking some smooth, even breaths here. On your next inhale, coming back up into an all-four position. And as you exhale, uncurling the legs as you push back into downward facing dog. Spreading through the fingers, grounding through the hands, and drawing back through the sit bones. Pushing back through the thighs. Don't worry if there's a little bend in the knees. Just trying to get as much length through the spine as you can. Taking a few deep breaths here. And then on your next inhale, coming back into an all-four position and releasing back to child's pose one more time. Stretching and releasing through the back body. Letting those hips become heavy as they release back and down. And you're ready, coming back into downward facing dog one more time. And this time we'll tread from heel to heel, just moving through bicycle legs just to release out through the backs of the legs, the calf muscles. Just taking it nice and slow as you bend through each knee alternately. Lowering the opposite heel down towards the mat. maintaining elongation through the spine. And then drawing both of the heels back and down. In your own time, making your way back to an all-four position, and then transferring onto the back body. Bending the knees and placing the feet hip width apart. Bringing the spine and the pelvis to a neutral position once more. Drawing the right knee in towards the chest and interlacing the fingers around the top of the right shin. Stretching the left leg out along the length of the mat, or if it's more comfortable on the lower back, keeping the left knee bent and the foot flat on the mat. And just taking a few deep breaths as you draw the right knee in towards the chest. Ensuring that the tailbone stays long and the right side of the pelvis stays in contact with the mat. Stretching out through the right leg. If you have a belt, looping the belt around the ball of the right foot. If you don't have a belt, then you can just interlace the fingers around the back of the right thigh. Drawing up through the right heel as you draw down through the right toes. Again, lengthening out through the spine, lengthening out through the tailbone, and connecting down through the right side of the pelvis. Checking that there's no tension in the neck, shoulders, face or jaw. Taking some deep breaths here as you breathe into the back of the right hamstring. Releasing the belt and drawing the right knee in towards the chest once more. Extending the right arm out along the length of the mat, palm facing up. Taking hold of the right knee in the left hand as you begin to draw the right knee down towards the left side of the body. And taking that twist only as far as feels comfortable for you and your body. Maintaining contact between the right shoulder and the mat. Drawing down through the right shoulder at the same time you draw down through the left knee. And just taking some deep breaths into the right side of the rib cage. In your own time, slowly coming back up to center. Drawing the right knee in towards the chest one more time, and then releasing the right leg as we come onto the left side. Drawing the left knee in towards the chest, and either extending out through the right leg, or again, if it's more comfortable on the lower back, keeping the right leg bent with the foot flat on the mat. As you draw the left knee in towards the chest, again checking that there's no tension in the shoulders, neck, face or jaw. Drawing the knee in towards the chest as you lengthen down through the tailbone, grounding down through the left side of the pelvis. And grabbing hold of your belt one more time as we begin to uncurl through the left leg, extending the left heel up towards the ceiling. Taking the belt in each hand, drawing up through the left heel as you draw down through the left toes. Grounding down through the pelvis, lengthening down through the tailbone. Breathing deeply into the stretch. Once again, releasing the belt. You draw the left knee in towards the chest one more time. And then taking that twist over on the left side body, extending the left arm out to the side, palm facing up, as you draw the left knee down towards the right. Taking the gaze over the length of the left arm. Drawing down through the left shoulder. At the same time you draw down through the left knee. Breathing into the left side of the rib cage, softening through the belly. Again, only taking these stretches to a level that feels comfortable for you and your body. Maintaining that steady, even breath. Slowly coming back up to center. And drawing both of the knees in towards the chest and just rocking from side to side, massaging through the lower back.